Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe for a lot more of these type of videos and more from me. Yours truly, the best, Bailey Shea. I'm going to bring you another reaction video to another auditor, First Amendment auditor or frauditor. You'll see why I think they're frauditors in just a moment. And you'll hear me give the reason why I think they're frauditors in just a moment. Let's roll tape, shall we? These guys are showing their faces while they're about to do some illegal stuff. That's the funniest thing. And they're out there pretending like they're legit reporters. Weather is sunny and 40-something degrees and blah, blah, blah. I haven't really seen this video before, so I'm seeing it for the first time. And you're probably watching it for the first time, too. I will post a link to this in the description, by the way.
Now, let me see if I can give you a view of the neighborhood. I'm going to lift my monopod up.
Alright, let's get to the action.
Get you a little higher up.
Should be about right there. Alright, play.
So a watchman is being approached by a post office employee.
Yep, they're getting approached. You guessed it.
So, not sure what the conversation was, but we'll either find out in a minute from the watchman here, or I will direct you to his channel to take a look at his video and see for yourself. So I just want to point out to you guys, it was an employee of the post office, I'm 99% sure. They came out and spoke to Watchmen. Not sure what the conversation was there again, but I just want you to notice that numerous customers have gone in and out, and nobody said a word to either one of us. So goes back to my point that I always like to make, that the employees at these types of situations, especially post offices and health departments and public facilities, are usually the ones that set the match to the gasoline and set the whole thing off. Our experience is usually that customers are pretty cool. Maybe somebody will have a question.
Because employees don't like to be videotaped at their job. Not by random people just walking up to them and doing that. And not giving them a reason why. You'll see why I mentioned that later in this video.
The question here or there, maybe somebody will say, I don't want to be on film. But the real trouble always starts when one of the employees decides to become boisterous, make a stink about it in front of the customers, and then they feel like they're trying to back him up and be do-gooders and do the right thing.
Well, they are doing the right thing because, you see, an employee being messed with and they're standing up for them because likely the employees can only do so much without being sued or fired or what have you. If you're a customer, you can say whatever you want and do whatever you want. But that employee is at their job and they have to behave in a certain manner at that job. So there's only so much they could probably do and say.
Right thing in their perceived, in their perception. And that's how things kind of go haywire sometimes. So just want to point that out.
All right. Here's the beginning of the action.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Not with them.
What are you guys doing here? What are you filming?
I'm not going to interrupt your conversation. So we have Henderson Police, plate number 369 5880. Excuse me.
What's that?
How are you doing? No, I was just reading off your plate number to the camera.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know. What's going on with you? How are you today?
Just, I got a call somebody with a gun.
You got a call about somebody with a gun?
Yes, sir. Does anybody have a gun on them, a holster, or what's going on, I guess?
Just standing out on the sidewalk taking some video.
Okay.
Yeah, you know all about that.
Yes.
Can I ask your name and badge number just so I know who I'm speaking with?
Sergeant Dareth, badge number 1149.
1149. Dara, is it D-E-R-A?
D-E-R-A.
Great, very good. Yeah, so we're just, as I'm sure you're aware, people get upset by cameras these days for some reason. So we're on a public sidewalk taking some video.
Okay. Who's up at the building? Is that they with you too?
Who's up at the building?
Yeah.
Well, there was a couple of people. There was a couple of people that took their cameras out and started filming us.
Okay. How many people in your group is, I guess, what I'm asking?
Well, I mean, I'm just minding my business, standing on a public sidewalk. I don't know how many questions I'm going to choose to answer here.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we're not bothering anybody.
As long as you don't,
I know all the rules. I know what I'm allowed to do, what I'm not allowed to do. Yeah, honestly, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't need the explanation. I'm very familiar with the law. I know what the boundaries are, and
what's your name?
I don't cross them. That's another question I choose not to answer.
You just got to identify yourself. You don't have to give me ID. You just have to give me a name.
Why would I have to give you a name?
749. Because that is the same.
Well, only if I'm suspected of committing a crime. You can't just approach anybody on a public sidewalk and ask for their name.
Well, people called the police because they were threatened by y'all, basically. They saw y'all as being suspicious because of videotaping and whatnot. And not giving names or reason why you're there. And again, to the police, they're not giving names or any reason why they're videotaping. If you want to prove that you're innocent, that you're a legit person, you're not there to cause any trouble, then just give your name and the reason why you're there and just move right along. Honestly, it's not that hard. I could halfway understand why they wouldn't want to give names to the police or any details like that to police because they think it probably could be used against them. But the thing is, they're not being arrested yet. They're not Mirandized yet. They're just being investigated because people thought they were suspicious. And the police officers just doing their job of asking, hey, why you're here and what's your name, etc., etc. Now, the officer is very professional in this, but given the badge number, all their identifying details, and being pretty open and honest with these auditors.
You re-advise?
So we good? Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained.
Okay. Well, you have a
The typical, am I being detained? You hear that a lot in these cop blocker, auditor kind of videos. That is a common phrase.
You have a good day. If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay too, right? Well, I appreciate you. Not trying to give you a hard time, just trying to...
Absolutely are giving me a hard
No, I'm just trying to exercise my rights and be a free citizen. That's all.
He's not raising his voice or anything, but he's arguing with the cop. Back and forth. If I was him, I would just take the loss and leave,
Okay. Treating people like that is what's creating the divide in this country between the citizens and law enforcement. It's a
Well, the cop is leaving you be and walking to his vehicle, and you're over there just bop, 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 bop. I would just let him be, because obviously he isn't talking to you, he isn't looking to arrest you or anything like that, so you're good. And he was civil to you in the first interaction.
It's a shame. It's not necessary. And he's a sergeant, too. Should know better. I can almost guarantee what they're going to do is try to trespass us off of postal property. And you know what, guys? I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to do something different this time. I'm going to let them, and we're going to sue the pants off of Henderson, Nevada. What do you think about that, Watchman? Yeah, no, we're always trying to be the good guys and not sue anybody and always trying to avoid those situations. Today we're going to do something different. If he comes out and wants my ID so he can formally trespass me, I'm going to allow him to do that. And then we'll see you in court. So hopefully that doesn't happen because I really don't want to do that, but I'm going to let it happen today if it does. Stand by.
I would like to think that some auditors are doing this with the right intentions, yet the wrong methods. They're all using the wrong methods. But some of them, honestly, are probably having the right intentions. They're doing this. But there are many who are just doing this for attention. I would wager there's a lot that are doing this for attention. And money and likes and stuff. And I think these guys fall into that category. Like, we're going to sue the pants off these people for violating our rights. Yet they come onto the property, and when people question them about it, I can't give you my name. I can't give you what I'm here for. Thus arousing more suspicion. And when the cop is walking away, not even addressing them, mouthing off to them and egging them on, like, yeah, you blah, 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 you violated my rights. That never ends well. Mouthing off to a cop never ends well, even if they're very professional and handle situations very well. It can wind up in you being arrested or having a ticket. Or being trespassed. We don't want those things to happen, do we? Let's see if there's any more interactions.
Reminds me again, and I'm going to keep saying this over and over again. All you guys out there that are doing this First Amendment audit thing, step it up, man, and stop screwing around. Because you're making it hard for the rest of us. If you're out there doing the right thing, you're doing the good work, we appreciate you, we want you to do that, and if I can help out in any way, or if you can help me out in any way, I hope we can coordinate and do that. But if you're out there stirring up trouble, just making it harder for the guys that are actually trying to affect some solid change, put your cameras up, man, and give it a rest. We don't need you out there. We're actually trying to do something positive here. Say again? I'll give it to you, yeah. Just
He's right about that, but yet he's still starting trouble, albeit not raising his voice or acting belligerent, but not giving your name, playing these kind of games with people when it comes to giving out information and refusing to leave and things of that nature doesn't make you look good either. I mean, if I was an auditor, if I was told to leave, I would leave. I'd be like, okay, y'all don't respect the First Amendment. That's not my problem. That is y'all's. I'm out. But no, a lot of these people like to egg people on and start drama because it gets them attention, gets them views, likes, etc., which this video is probably doing, but I just feel the need as a conservative, as a libertarian, well, some libertarian views, as someone who falls into that you constitutionalist, you kind of political stripe area, whatever you want to call it, that these people make us look bad. Their intentions a lot of times might be right, they want to protect the Constitution, and I can get on board with that, but their methods are wrong. Being disrespectful to cops, being argumentative with the people who you are on whose premises you are on videotaping. Well, technically, the post office and government buildings aren't these individuals' premises, it's the government's. But still, that kind of behavior makes us look bad. And I think it is important for one to call out the bad actions on one's own political side, one's own community, etc. In fact, no, it's your duty if you see someone in the same category as you acting bad, you correct them. Alright, there's the cop. Let's see if he gets trespassed. Sorry for the hiccups right there.
Property without committing a crime.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so go ahead and do that. Trespass me and I'll leave. Absolutely. You want to trespass me for private property? I'll give you my identification, and then I'm going to sue the pants off of Henderson, Nevada. Have you
Oh, wait,
read the
now
DHS
you're willing
memo
to
from
give
2018 that gives me the right to do?
Oh, I just can't with some of these people. I really just can't. I can't even. That's totally a basic white girl saying. But hey, I have a little bit of basic white girl inside of me, so there's that. We're gonna sue the pants off you. It's like these people create confrontations, then play the victim. It's just so stupid. And like I said, it makes conservatives and libertarians and anyone who believes in the Constitution look bad. That's why a lot of us don't like these people. Just saying, if you didn't argue with that cop, if you didn't try to egg him on, try to get him to argue with you some more, then you probably wouldn't be trespassed. Just saying, just a thought.
To do what I'm doing right now? So let me ask you a question. Are you telling me if I don't leave, I'm going to be arrested? Is that what you're telling me? If I don't leave, I'll be arrested. You just said so you're going to take me to jail if I don't leave?
That's what I was told to do.
All right, so under threat of arrest, I'm leaving. Okay? Under threat of arrest and under duress, I'm leaving, and keep your eyes out for the process server.
Okay, are you currently leaving?
Wow.
The process server? That's legal.
Sure, man.
You know what a process server is. Don't act stupid with me. I told you I'm leaving.
Okay, then leave.
Okay, but I'm only leaving because you threatened me with arrest.
Okay.
Okay, so do you have a business card on you?
I don't have a business card on me, but you have my name and ID right here.
Okay, can you give me your badge number one more time, please?
1149, sir.
1149. Okay, we'll see you in court.
All right, take care.
You got it, buddy. And I'm going to need his name, too. I want to know
I can get you that.
I just want to know what representative asked me to leave. How do I know he really works for the post office? I need to know what your name is. And then I'm out of here.
I'm telling you one more time. If you don't leave now, I'm going to trespass you or you're going to go to jail.
You're not willing to give your own name, but you're wanting to know the name of the post office employee that had you trespassed. I love how the cop gave that right back to him. I can't give you that, sir. The cop is so professional and so laid back. Not really laid back, but so professional and so unattached to this, which you have to be if you're a cop. It's funny. Props to that cop for handling this in a professional manner. Props to all the police out there, by the way. I don't know how you do it, honestly. I couldn't be in that kind of job because I'd be fired day one because I would have had it up to here with idiots of all kinds. It's like these people are the idiot whisperers sometimes.
You got it. Well, I don't want to go to jail, so I'm going to leave.
Have a great day.
Under
sir.
threat of arrest, I'm out.
Have a great search.
Yeah. I'm walking. There's no speed limit, is there? I'm going.
Just have a nice day, man.
I'm not. You're gonna have a bad day when we wind up in court.
This guy just keeps mouthing off and keeps digging a hole for himself so much. You're gonna be sued. I'm gonna see you in court. And the cop's like, have a nice day. And then, I don't know how this guy does not get arrested saying, you're gonna have a bad day. That sounds kind of like a threat. But I guess these officers just had enough of these idiots, and I don't blame them. They're like, whatever, forget it. Just go on the rest of our days.
In court. You just violated my rights. Yeah, you did. You did, and you're gonna pay for it. Qualified immunity is a precious thing, man. Yeah, it is fine. And you're a sergeant. You should know better.
You can't come back on. Purchase powers and the supervisor of the postal service. You come back on, we're going to arrest you. Okay?
You can do whatever you want. I have Department of Homeland Security on the phone. We're gonna straighten it out with them. I've heard enough out of you. Have a nice day. Goodbye. I don't want to hear it. I'm not listening. What's his name? Officer Dumbass is talking here. Fletcher. What's your name, Fletcher?
He's acting worse than any toddler I have ever heard. Oh my goodness. I'm not listening. Oh my gosh. I have babysat kids, and I have nieces and nephews, and they behave a lot better at a very young age than these auditors or frauditors are behaving in their adulthood. Like, they already told you you've been trespassed, dude. Just go on. Shake the dust off your feet and move to the next place.
Fletcher? Officer Fletcher is talking and I'm not listening. I don't hear a word he's saying. And I'm going to deal with Department of Homeland Security, so I can't hear a word he's saying. He just keeps on talking.
I'll bet you the Department of Homeland Security says the same thing. You and your buddy over there continue to egg these officers on, and that's what caused you to be trespassed. If you would have left the officer alone when he was walking to his car that time, he was not even addressing you, then more than likely you'd have been allowed to film the rest of the day. Or you would have been let go with like a citation or a warning or something like that. But you shut his mouth off and you got a trespass. Yep. Being argumentative sometimes doesn't bode very well for you. That all being said, I'll see you in my next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.